All right. All right. Let's try this one more fucking time. Jesus fuck. God, Lee. Like, what the hell was that? I was selling hardcore just now. Fuck. God, Lee. What the hell was that? I was selling hardcore just now. Okay, let me like the stream. If I don't do it, no one will. Alright, this can go down. This needs to be flipped over. This can get turned on. Alright, chat. I don't know what we're gonna do. I just want to stream, bruh, because I'm bored, bruh. No, what's fucking crazy to me is like, never mind, it's not. I shouldn't talk about that on here. But it's just like, damn, bruh. That shit is ridiculous how some people are, man. Alright, we got a few videos I do want to watch. That's why we're in this type of format of a stream. I would normally do a short stream. I feel like people gravitate to those more, but hey, fuck it, gang. I got some vids I want to watch, and I want to upload them onto YouTube, so that's why we're doing it this way. So, let's get to those vids. I did save them to watch later. I've never used this feature on YouTube, by the way, the watch later feature. So, scroll all the way down. All right, first vid we got. We're gonna watch The Cloud. I'm sure a lot of y'all know who he is. The Cloud. All right, we're gonna watch The Cloud talk about or watch a video. The Kai Cenat Mafiathon 3 is the Begathon. Apparently, I think I watched the original video already, but I don't really remember it. And I did want to speak on it, so let's see what my boy Cloud got to say about it.
All right, so people aren't with Kai's News Mafiathon, all right? People are calling it the Megathon, people are calling it a celebrity promo event. People just don't like it. Now, look, me personally, I don't watch Kai's content for real, so I haven't really tuned into it. But I will say, Mafiathon 3 hasn't made as many headlines as Mafiathon 2 or Mafiathon 1. I really think he kind of maxed out with Mafiathon 2, but he wanted to do another one, so this is what we got. But he kind of did everything he's really supposed to do with Mafiathon 2. I don't really see the point for the third one, to be honest.
I ain't gonna lie, the Mafiathon thing that Kai did, that's Kai doing right now, it's boring. Like, y'all be saying DDG is boring. DDG is not boring. Kai is boring.
Mafiathon 3.
I ain't gonna lie, DDG shit is on the same tier as Kai shit, in my opinion.
It's not getting what I need.
Take that how you want to.
Like, I don't want to watch Kai be a celebrity. I want to watch Kai be Kai.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the reason Mafiathon or Kai Cenat little stream is not going off how it should is because streaming is becoming oversaturated and it's like it's not entertaining no more. That's why.
That's cap. Well, streaming is becoming oversaturated, but Kai is the like face of streaming.
Yeah.
If streaming is oversaturated, his views won't really take that much of a dip if he's actually being entertaining. I think people are just kind of tired of Mafiathon, or just the whole concept of having celebrities on a stream doing basically nothing, not really creating content, and just calling that the content. It's kind of like it just feels like a bunch of interviews, and nobody really cares about like we care about people like Mariah Carey or John Legend, but it's like okay, once the shock factor of oh they're on stream wears off, what do they add to the content? That's really a big issue.
I don't watch no streamers because it's like why would I sit there on my phone or TV or whatever watching a regular person, regular human being for 24 hours?
For the most part, you can tell who's the genuine guest, like Marlon, Ray J, etc. But for the rest of them,
Ray J freaky ass, hold on.
they all up there trying to promote what they got going on.
We got 3 niggas watching this video.
They're trying to promote.
Kai Cenat is literally the impossible in this year's version of Mafiathon, his take on what a subathon is. And on the way, people have been very critical about the stuff that's being placed onto screen for them to view. But there's a growing sentiment that the streaming bubble is going to burst. We've covered it on this channel before. And that does mean that Kai Cenat may be susceptible to some of the same things that we claimed other streamers are going through in 2025. There's conversations about like from the Clover Boys, that the celebrities are on the stream and they aren't doing a darn thing, that begging for subs is not necessarily the route to go, and that overall there's just a general fatigue of these big overproduced streams.
I see no good clips of Mafiathon. It's actually I see maybe like the Brothers cool, I'm cool, like other clips just straight chaos, straight yelling, straight crashing out. Kai being upset about the outfit and everything. Like I just keep seeing little clips like crash outs, them just yelling at each other for no reason. Kai being upset, aggravated. It's just not the same as other Mafiathons. It's just getting like ratchet stuff right now.
Let's take a look at some of the people's campaigns and see if we can find out if Mafiathon 3 is a failure and if this is an indication as to what is going on in the WL black side of streaming going forward into the future. I think one of the main problems that people are having in this conversation is that they were so ramped up off of the high of Kai's past streams, they're using that as a comparison tool for what's to come into the future.
I'm gonna keep it real. Okay, I knew he was gonna talk about that. I just want to make this statement. Listen to me very closely. Kai is right now, in my opinion, besides the Begathon shit, besides the streamer fatigue, besides the streamer bubble bursting, which I'm gonna talk about that later. Here's really where Kai went wrong with this whole Mafia-thon 3. I don't think the shit is ass. I don't think the shit is just boring. I don't really watch his content, so I can't really give you a synopsis of that.
I don't think it is
I just
either.
think in all reality, Kai's biggest mistake was doing Streaming University before Mafia-thon 3. And the reason why I'm saying that, Streaming University was the biggest thing on the internet. Not streaming, not content creation, the internet when it was happening.
Yeah,
I think he picked
it
out
was.
500,000 viewers, bro. Like, what the? That's crazy, bro. My mom knew about Streaming University. She doesn't even have social media.
My mom knew about it too.
The fuck? The Facebook mom was talking about Streaming University? The fuck? That's crazy. So, coming from Streaming University, no matter what Kai did, you really can't top that shit unless you do it a second time. Which I'm glad he's actually doing the second one, because that's the smartest thing he's done. One of the smartest things he's done Streaming University. The idea was a genius. Having a bunch of up-and-coming streamers who are hungry, who want to go viral, who are creating new ideas, who really want to make an opportunity, use an opportunity and boost their career, is peak content. And putting them in an environment which is like a college atmosphere, which everybody gets nostalgic of. You know, feel me? Even the older crowd can get nostalgic of their college days with that shit. The younger crowd can get hyped about going to college, the experience like that. It was a genius. But going from that to a series that you've already done before, Mafia-thon, like, yo, we've seen this shit before. Mafia-thon 2 was insane too. You really can't top Mafia-thon 2 and then Streaming University. You really can't. He's really, like, those two were just crazy. And he tried to do it with the bringing on crazy celebrities and new shit like this. But in all reality, that's not what made his past content, bro. Not bringing on celebrities, I guess, is what got him bigger to that's what made him bigger to a bigger audience. True. But his best content isn't bringing on celebrities. His best content is shit like Streaming University. It's shit like Mafia-thon 2. Even though he brought on a lot of celebrities with that too. The best moments of Mafia-thon 2 wasn't the celebrities. It was him and his crew having fun. The Rakai storylines, the Ray storylines, shit like that. I don't know if Ray was in Mafia-thon 2. I might be about that. But it was shit like that. That was really entertaining. So in my opinion, where Kai went wrong is honestly nowhere. Nigga, he's just suffering from his own success. He really can't outdo Streaming University.
The thing with Streaming University, bro, that shit not only helped a lot of young creators or just not like big time creators, but just they also made like it was a good project. You know, it was a good project. Get a whole bunch of streamers and put them into one fucking school, and it was chaos, and that's what it was, and that's entertaining, bro. Him sitting at home and just having random celebs come on, you know, I think I watched the Snoop Dogg and Wiz because I like those two, and that was mainly it. I didn't watch nothing else. I haven't seen nothing else, you know, other than bro almost getting 2 fingers blown off. Nothing really has happened, you know. I've seen clips of Rakai staring at Ice Spice's ass, but that's it.
You really can't. I think the biggest mistake is doing Mafia-thon after Streaming University.
Yeah.
You really can't top that. I really think it's that. So I think Omar was talking about big stream fatigue. If you want to count that as the issue for this, you can. I really think it's just that.
Numbers, man, when I pull up the charts, it seems as though Kai is either on pace or even outpacing his past streams over the last few years, like comparing it to Mafia-thon 2. So if the numbers are there, it has to be something greater. Maybe it's a quality problem. Maybe that's what people are saying.
I don't be in your streams 24/7. Nor do I really even be in them bitches. I just be seeing clips. But everybody's saying your shit look the same because of the clips. Kai's not mad at Reggie. Rakai did something crazy. It's the same shit over and over.
When it comes to the quality of the
Yes, it's probably fatigue then. Like we were saying. It's big stream.
Yeah, it's probably
Only
just
do,
fatigue,
in
to
this
be
life, you
honest.
only do something so many times before people get tired of it, bro. And
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of what it is.
stream. There's
People are tired of big streams. They just want to see some relatable shit. That's all I'm hearing. Yo, why is Kai not just being Kai? I'm tired of seeing Kai being a celebrity. I really think it's the fatigue issue then.
who Kai
But like he's not Kai. He is a celebrity though. That's the problem. That's the problem as well. He is a celebrity. You know, he he is a celebrity at this point, bro. There's no.
One, there is a guest issue. Everybody's starting to understand that Kai Cenat is a big name, big face in all of social media, all of mainstream media, all of these communities. And to be honest with you, he is a perfect place and space for you to get an add-on. Whether it's music, whether it's a movie that you're working on, whatever production or project that you have going on, it's a great place for you to go to, get a lot of views, and ultimately promote your brand. But that kind of takes away from what people thought was the genuineness of the guest.
This Mafia-thon ain't really hitting. This feels like the last Mafia-thon, but a remix. The first one, yeah, they had celebrities come in, but now it feels like everybody's coming in for like a promo run. Like it's people that like they come and then they drop something like right when they show up. You know what I'm saying?
You know, like the Ice Spice shit. That whole situation, Ice Spice and a lot of shit, I always felt like just one big advertising, bro. Like, it
Yeah.
was genuine, bro. Niggas was barely talking to the whole crew.
Like I understand people
That's
like to
all
sell, but it feels like they come in on Kai stream to literally just sell something, and that's kind of alarming to me. I'm not jacking it. It feels like they're just using it.
Now, Kai has become the person that you kind of have to come and sit down with if you want to enter the streaming world, if you kind of want to get lit, if you want people to see your face, if you got
He's kind of like a part of the press run, bro. Kai is legitimately a part of every big celebrity's press run now. That's what it is. And like, again, I haven't watched this Mafia-thon, so I don't know the full extent of it. But from what I've been hearing, all people are saying is, yo, these celebrities are just coming on to promote their shit. Whether it's a movie they got coming out, a song they got coming out, they're just using them as a press run, bro. Nigga, nobody wants to watch a big fucking advertisement, bro. We're trying to get entertained. Nobody wants to watch that.
Facts.
Along with what I just said earlier, this shit just feels like, nigga, it's not authentic, bro. And even though the numbers is better, more people are viewing this shit, if the streets don't fuck with it, bro, it's not really iconic. Now look, I'm gonna be honest, Kai's probably gonna profit or gain from the Mafia-thon 3.
Yeah, regardless.
But I think, bro, this Mafia-thon 3, this is a big sign that streaming, well, at least the big.
If your child has used Roblox
To me, it's just damn. They got a whole.
from a lawsuit currently underway, find out if you qualify. While marketed as safe for children, Roblox
Damn, they got ads for this shit. That is tough. Y'all don't know about Roblox, bro. Please, bro. That is tough.
Production streams, it's kind of getting overplayed out, man. It might be falling off.
project going on, and I feel like it's kind of translating, especially because a lot of the people that are showing up are only there for maybe 30 to 45 minutes at a time.
Now, there are times in which the blend can be made and it actually fit pretty well. Like when Marlon Wayans came on, it was a very funny and interactive moment. One that I think a lot of people like the clips from. But he was also putting out some sort of project. It kind of made sense. He had a project, he's funny, they had a genuine blend and bond, and it went together. Then there seems to be sometimes where there's a random celebrity that comes on and really they just have no purpose to be in there, but Kai just genuinely finds them funny or the space is kind of funny. Kind of like Ray J or whatever. And this is very foundational for streaming and content creation. Content creation and streaming.
I heard Ray J was over there putting his dick on people's shoulders and shit, bro. Did y'all see that the Shake Frost clip? Nigga, that nigga the Shake was talking like he just had a fucking night with Diddy or some shit, bro. Nah, he looked traumatized.
YouTube videos, Instagram, all that stuff. It's supposed to be this genuine and authentic conversation between people. You know, it almost feels like there's this community going on, that parasocial effect. It doesn't seem like this overproduced, pay-to-win type of program like major network news, television shows, etc., etc. So I think a lot of people have problems when fourth walls are being broken down or when it lacks a little bit of authenticity in that regard, like when you go on the Jennifer Hudson show or whatever the case may be. Now, I get why somebody would do it, but it takes away from, you know, being in the room, taking a hot chip challenge, and I feel like I'm connecting with you because you're doing it too. I think another big problem that people are observing.
That's the big issue with these big time streams, these little crazy production streams. Streams were, the whole streaming niche was never supposed to get to that point. Streaming is purely supposed to be desktop. I'm reacting to video, I'm doing gaming, I'm reacting to memes y'all made of me. The Reddit, that's what streaming's supposed to be. Streaming was never supposed to be dating show this, Mafia-thon that. You feel me? We bringing Mariah Carey on this stream. We bringing Ice Spice and Lana Nathan and throw ass while we throwing money. Nigga, this not a strip club, bitch. This is streaming. It was never supposed to be this, bro. And it's cool that people have made it into that. You feel me? Go ahead. Yo, I'm not, bro. Do your content, bro. It's amazing. But at the same time, like I said before, every single trend has an end date. People are tired of the overproduction. People are tired of the crazy shit. People just want to relate to their favorite content creator, like streaming was supposed to be. Streaming, all streaming supposed to be.
Hey, they can come watch me if they want.
More connected with your favorite creator.
They can watch me.
It was never supposed to be the main thing. It's always a side thing to do.
It never was.
But people have turned that side hustle into the main hustle. Got more money from it. It's cool, whatever. But I just feel like streaming's gonna hit another shit. I also do want to say this. People are saying streaming is dying, and I don't think streaming is dying. I think it's just coming back to Earth or falling back to Earth. In all reality, I don't think streaming will ever die. Matter of fact, I think this is just the first revolution of streaming. I think streaming in the future will be the only form of content people like watching. But the reason why I think that is a little bit different than you might think. Okay. Let me give you an example. Have you ever seen one of them dystopian movies that are like based in like 2075, where the whole world is kind of like cyberpunkish and the influencers are like virtual AI whatevers?
Yeah. Most of them are now.
There's this movie, I forgot what it's called. But it's basically about what content creation can end up turning to if streaming is like if streaming gets to its max point, basically. I don't know what the movie is. I wish I could tell y'all and state my source, but I remember I watched the movie recap on it. Basically, content creators or streamers didn't have no private life. Their whole life was a stream. Every single thing they did was being.
They're celebrities, basically. Come on.
So parasocial that they influenced everything in their life. It's kind of like the Truman Show. The Truman niggas get paid. We just $100,000. The only 365. But streaming at the this shit could get crazy if we let it.
Is not just the celebrities that are on the stream, but his friend group that is on the stream. I saw a note about there being a lack of AMP, which I understand that they have a lot of stuff going on. That's one of his groups, but he does have the Clover Boy. But
also, AMP is the group he's a part of. Clover Boy is his group. You can't expect AMP to participate in something that Kai wants to do the whole month, especially when they just did a whole month stream. Like
we covered it before. This iteration of the Clover Boy seems a little bit different. It just, I don't know. It's just a lot going on.
90% of the time, it feels like Kai's babysitting his friends, blue-eyed. Group of people, but they all can't get their act together. Somebody's either fighting, somebody's crashing out, somebody's beefing.
I feel like
that's why y'all watching, right? Y'all watching for the messy drama shit. That's why everybody loves him. I'm gonna be honest.
Like, kick them out because you folks are right. How many times? Everybody else want to sleep. Everybody else want to get high. Reggie got a health issue. Just send them all home.
Not covered the Clover Boys before in a previous video, and there's been a couple incidents that have definitely had people scratching their
head.
They went on with the whole Dez and Rakai situation where Dez literally dropped a slur, almost getting Kai Cenat clapped off of a platform. And there's an addiction to weed that's just taking over their whole lives. So now today there's a new thing.
I'm glad Omar called it an addiction because some of y'all niggas be addicted to weed, but y'all just be calling yourself smokers. I'm gonna be honest.
Bro, that shit's pathetic, bro. Y'all niggas need to chill. That nigga couldn't stop for a day. Talking about he fiending for it, nigga? Come on, bro.
All y'all are in chains to gas.
I'm saying. Yeah, it's not that serious.
Lack of energy in the vicinity that the Clover Boys are in, and it's even being noticed by Kai Cenat himself.
If you don't want to do it, Ray, if you just don't want to do it and you want to sleep, then go sleep. I'm gonna go find somebody else. I'm gonna just find people that want to do it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Me.
You want to sleep. That's how you move it. You feel me? And I'm not gonna say no hard feelings, but if that's what you want to do, that can be it.
Whenever a nigga say I'm not gonna take it as hard feelings, he's for sure taking it as hard feelings. I'm just being honest.
Only thing wrong with Kai's Mafia-thon 3 is the fact that everybody is not like engaged. I just feel like throughout the whole thing, you feel me, with Mafia-thon 2, everybody did everything. So like with every segment, everybody was there. I feel like this one, like obviously Reggie's sick, and I guess other people get sleepy, but like when celebrities come, nobody be there. Like
this one can be chalked up to internal issues. And this is ultimately a very, very big commitment. But everybody should know what's at stake here. I mentioned it in the Clover Boys videos, but a lot of their revenue is still tied to Kai Cenat. So if you do have to put up with this for 30 days, albeit an extremely hard task, I think it goes very much under the radar how hard this is. This is an extremely hard task, but you do have to perform. Otherwise, I don't know, being expelled from this type of community is not very forgiving, to be quite honest with you. We've seen streamers fall off because they did not take things seriously at the time, and it ultimately backfired on them in the long run. Now, one of the
streaming is one of the few content creating platforms where if you're not consistent, where like you literally have to be consistent every single day. Like, yo, if you really want to grow, you have to stream every single day. If you're not streaming every single day, you're behind. And the reason why is because your whole reliance of getting an audience is niggas getting used to or so used to seeing you and liking you so much that they want to watch you do whatever. So if you're not there, people can't grow that attachment to you, bro.
Yep.
Now look, in life, everything, you need to be consistent if you really want to win. But streaming is the most important to be consistent at. By far. You can't take long breaks and expect to come back to give you. Yo, in my own shit, I went from averaging over 100 viewers per stream to like 50, 60. Just because I took, like during a period of 2 months over the summer, I wasn't consistent at all. This shit, you will take a massive drop if you're not consistent, bro. That's really what it is. I'm gonna be honest.
In the room,
nigga, I don't even get one.
You might not like my opinion on this, but this conversation about Kai Cenat having Mafia-thon 3 really be
Fox is a
I don't even have one viewer in my chat, bro. And it, you know, hey, it sucks, bro.
I know we can literally go for 500,000 right now. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If they hit 500K right now,
Y'all not gonna like my
500K right now.
opinion.
Water bed. 500K. Oh, water bed.
Bro, Kai is fuck. Yo, just wrap up this up now, bro. Nah. He's getting desperate, bro. He's getting desperate. He knows this is the worst sub ever. I ain't gonna lie, the first sub that shit hit different. I'm gonna lie to you. Yo, Kai, bro, wrap up, bro. Wrap up, bro. This is just a mega fun at this point, bro.
First off, I think Kai's tired of stream period. First off. Second off, here's my thing with the whole Begathon thing. I'm gonna just be very real, all right, when I say this. Every single Mafia, nigga, every single subathon, hell, fuck it. Most every single streams is really begathons.
Yes.
All streaming is begging. That's all it is.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest, all right?
Yes.
Just be real. And this is coming from a person
Yes.
too. That's all it is. Begging. If
Yes,
your main goal
it
of streaming
is.
is to get more subs, you're basically begging. Now look,
Yep.
here's the difference from a streamer and a bum on the side of the street. At least streamers are creating content.
Yep.
They're making something or incentives for you to give them money.
Yep.
But it's still begging. And that's always been a gripe I've had with streaming. If you watch my streams, you know I don't care about subs at all. I don't have no sub goals. I don't have nothing. Nigga, I donate most of the money I make from the subs. I just don't feel right taking that money. I really don't. And maybe down in the future, down the line, once I start making more, I might change differently. But I think genuinely, for the rest of my career, a portion of the money I get from subs, I'm always gonna donate it. Because I just don't feel right taking that shit. I make money from ad revenue. Most streamers make money from ad revenue.
Yep.
The subs, the gifted, they don't really need it. I'm gonna be honest with you. They don't really need it. It's nice in their bank accounts, but if you're at the point where you're making 5,000 to 10,000 from subs, you're probably making at least 5,000 from ad revenue. If you're on YouTube, you're probably making at least 5,000 for clips. Yeah, it's nice money, but you don't necessarily need it. Streamers be acting like they broke. Nigga, most of these, if you average over 1,000 viewers, you're rich as fuck. I'm letting you know that right now. You're rich as fuck. So don't, if they be having to, don't let these things fool you. They be having to fucked up chairs. They be talking about, yeah, I'm still at my mama's crib. Don't let these things fool you. They real life riches. They real life riches.
Hey, for real. For me though, I'm dead ass. Like,
with Mafia Thon shit. I'm gonna be real, all right? Preface, I'm gonna just say this. I've met Kai before. I've seen him. I've been around him. I've talked to him, okay? He's genuinely a very cool person. And because he's genuinely a very cool person, and because I met him, I don't even try. I just don't necessarily talk shit about him. Because I know he's a real human being. And I don't like talking shit about people who I genuinely know. Or I don't know Kai, I just met him. But I've seen him. It's kind of like, okay, if you ever seen like a certain celebrity, it kind of make like, I don't know, this is gonna sound like Blaze, but once you see certain people, like certain celebrities or people that you see online in person, it kind of makes them seem like a real person in your brain. Before you kind of just think of them as an idea.
I investigated where it all originated from. At a certain point in time in the Mafia-thon, the timer started to dwindle low. Now, that's something that I've never seen before, and it can also be seen as an indictment as to what's going on with Kai Cenat and the whole Mafia-thon experiment this go around. Like, normally, I've never seen a streamer's timer go low and they had to cancel it, but in order to continue for the stream to go on, Kai Cenat had to pull in some tactics, you know, some big brain level tactics in order to get the ball rolling.
I'm matching subs right now. Oh, y'all, 1,500 out of what? 6,000. We almost there. I gave y'all 10 minutes for subs, and I had to match y'all. Welcome to Skills and Deals. Doing it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Oh my god. We are at the final hour.
Hey, he's a begging genius. I will say that.
I'm saying, bro, easy.
Because his methods.
Why are niggas mad that he's making money, bro? He's making money.
He's using and the energy he's putting onto it. Man, oh man, yo, genius. But at the same time, this will always be a Begathon. It is what it is. Not saying it's a bad thing. Yo, it's always been that shit. It's always been that shit. But hey,
always.
genius, bro. It's awesome.
Subathon, technically not the final Subathon, this ends at day 30 if the timer goes off. If that timer hits 0, I'm repeating everybody. If that timer hits 0, chat, the stream ends. But if it don't hit 0, it continues. Each sub is 3 seconds, but
he really trying to hit that million.
power hour.
He really trying to hit that
For a
million.
whole entire hour, the seconds of a sub are double.
And he's had to introduce those tactics multiple times throughout the stream in order to extend the length of how long the subathon goes, which again, a lot of people would look into and say, yo, this is a testament to it going down. This feels like he's begging. This feels like et cetera, et cetera. I think that this is just an indictment on streaming culture as a whole. I think the crux of a lot of it is quote unquote begging culture, quote unquote. He's a live entertainer.
It's not even quote unquote, it is. It is.
It is.
But again, like I said, it's not bad begging. Let me say that. It's begging, but it's not bad begging. That's just what streaming is. It's like, yo, I make entertaining shit. You give me money. It's like when you see a nigga playing the guitar on the side of the street. You know,
Yeah.
It's good. You like it. You and your girl, you over here moving, popping your head. So you flipping a couple coins. That's what streaming is.
It's perfectly fine. But I wouldn't overall, say that this whole thing is a begathon because if that theory existed, isn't every subathon a begathon? I think one of the biggest indictments and criticism that I have, and these are my personal beliefs, the other ones were, those of others, is that there is an authenticity problem when it comes to streaming. And I think that once you veer away from that, especially when it comes to content creation, you run into this issue where people are not feeling connected with the content creator anymore, which is the reason why they consumed you. It's the reason why they cut the cords. It's the reason why they turned off cable TV. Is because everything felt inauthentic, overproduced. It felt like a television show. It was ultimately a big place for ads just to be. But the closer and closer you move to that as a content creator, you start to lose that audience that did ultimately gravitate towards that.
That felt like a big sleepover with him and all of AMP, right? You'd always see Duke getting full, Phantom doing his Phantom text every time.
What do you mean by Duke getting full? The fuck? No, she started smiling with that shit too. She wanted to get full by Duke.
Putting his streams in the background as I work. And those streams kind of remind me of the times when I was sleepovers with Mike. Do stupid shit back when I was his age, right? So I just feel like those are just some fun times.
Now, what I say is an overall Mafia-thon 3 is a failure. No, to be quite honest with you, Kai Cenat is still going and still on pace to do 1 million subs or whatever his ultimate goal is. It could be plus, viewership, plus followership, plus all these different things. He's on pace to do all those things. And to be honest with you, one way or not, he's gonna get it. I think that people can recognize and probably should be okay with the fact that they might have grown out of some sort of content. Maybe that's not for them. But to do the whole like sweeping indictment thing, that's where I kind of probably draw the line. Because for the most part, I feel like this is just a higher produced version of the previous ones, which is ultimately the end goal. I think that a lot of content creators start doing content for a couple different reasons, but probably one of the main ones is that they saw something on a big screen and want to replicate it for themselves. And with the capital and ability through brands and sponsorships, if I can pull that off, if Duke can pull that off, if I can pull that off, if any content creator can pull that off, you're most likely gonna pull that trigger. But do I think that this means that Kai Cenat and streaming as a whole is void of criticism? Absolutely not. I think we have set a dangerous precedent, and this is probably the peak and the pinnacle of what people have been talking about for a long time. And there is a level of streaming fatigue that is just not talked about. I covered it in another video, so I'm not going to belabor the point here, but there's a mix of a bunch of different problems that is plaguing the streaming community, and it's all coming to head right now. I do wonder what's gonna happen in the future subathons. I think FaZe has one coming up next month, and the events to precede this. But it seems like a lot of people are looking to get more grounded with their communities, get into more niche and different spaces, because doing the same things that they've been doing for the past 2 to 3 years has been deemed as burnt out. And I think a lot of people, from the viewer side and honestly from the creator side, are honestly tired of it. It's starting to feel more like a job, and us watching watching a television show as opposed to, you know, just kicking back with a dude from New York that I could relate to as a dude from Atlanta, Georgia. A dude, and I'm a dude, and we can kick back and relax. The slumber party thing. The lady already said it. Let me know what you guys think. If you think that this is like a big problem with streaming as a whole, not just a Kai thing. If you think
I honestly don't think so. I think people are just really like parasocial. Not even parasocial. It's just like they just don't like seeing the same thing over and over again. Essentially, that's what I'm getting at from this. I think streaming is gonna be fine. I don't think anything bad's gonna come from streaming or anything like that, or it's gonna end the world or something. You know, I think it's all good. You know, if you want to make big production for their streams, make big production for your stream, nigga. It's your stream. It's what you want to do. You know, if people don't like it, then they don't have to watch it. And what's crazy is people are watching the subathon, people are subbing to it, and they like it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I think the subathon is good. I think everything's been great. You know, if people didn't like it, it wouldn't still be happening. So, hey, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you have a great day. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna get out of here. Have a nice day. Peace. Alright, next vid we got the 7 levels of streamers. I think I've seen this guy a few times on. Let's actually see. I think I've seen this guy a few times.
Gain the real skills top employers are looking for.
Oh, never
Start
mind.
learning on Coursera today.
You're not going to stop anything with the brakes that you got.
That bad, eh?
Yep.
All right.
On carparts.com.
Alright, we got a video called the 7 levels of streamers. Let's see which level I am. Let me know what level y'all think I am in the comment section below. Let's get into it.
Streaming looks like the Wild West, but it's not. Every streamer falls into one of 7 levels. Some are stuck at the bottom, some break through. From the NPCs clogging up Twitch, all the way to icons like iShow Speed, who literally redefined streaming today. Today, I'm breaking down the 7 levels of a streamer. Starting with level 1. I couldn't find what to call this level, so I put NPC as a placeholder. Anyway, level 1 is the unknown. Everyone starts here and most never leave. These are the people who just discovered OS last week and think streaming is as simple as turn on.
Oh, that ain't me.
Famous,
That ain't me.
not. Most beginners are here.
Hell no.
Everyone starts somewhere. Most streamers stay at level 1.
Let me actually. This ain't that long of a video. Let me just put it to normal speed. I can't.
Oh, watching this might even be level 1 yourselves.
I'm not level 1.
Aspiring streamer. You got a range of 0 to 200 viewers.
How many times did you do that?
Okay.
6 to 7 times, you know what I'm saying? 6, 7 times. Not too much.
Oh, fuck? Saying that on stream, dude?
6, 7 times.
Stop saying that to him.
Now, I don't want to say the actual streamers who are in this level because I don't want to get the smaller streamers butt hurt because it might look like I'm dissing them even though I'm not. Now, the next levels, I don't care. We're calling them out by name. Level 2, Clout Chasers. Your existence depends on attaching yourself to bigger names. You survive off of clips, collabs, or manufactured drama. Examples of a level 2 streamer are a streamer like a Yusuf or a Dabo, maybe a Zoe Spencer. For Dabo, his archetype is the clip farmer. Dabo is known as the loud, reckless, and known for what people call the humiliation ritual content. Basically doing wild stuff, embarrassing stuff just to get attention.
Went back to my devious activities, bro. I was throwing that ass inside the locker room.
Hey, yo.
My butt is, bro. I was a demon. I was really gay. Like,
he started with no audience.
Usually what?
Dabo popular was maybe by accident leaning into being very emotional content creator, memeable, and let's be honest,
memeable,
and attaching himself to artists that he cares about, like Playboy Cardi.
God, you trim, Cardi. Now you really trim, bro.
His turning point was a viral reaction to Frank Ocean's Blonde. That energy put him on stage with Cardi himself. Good for him. And then there's the Diddy disciples like a Deshae Frost.
The Diddy disciples is crazy name.
Guy who can't do anything but make adult content for people who somehow haven't discovered adult sites. His whole shtick is bringing on OF girls and turning streams into, you know, it's not creative. It's just low effort gooner bait.
You feel it? Ah, okay, turn it off. I'm finna nut. Please. Ah, take it, turn it off.
Oh, nah. You can do that on stream?
Yeah, man. Hey, bro, I'm not gonna show it. You get the picture, bro. What do I look like? Huh? Come on. Oh, but I'll give you a little context, okay? The Deshae Frost and that girl are in an Uber. Oh my god, bro. Do you really need that much info? Come on, let's just continue the video, huh? Literally anyone who makes this type of content is level 2 and below. Jack Doherty, another one, he's what I call a cloud goblin. His whole thing is shock value and desperation. Getting into fake fights or real fights and trying to, you know, manufacture chaos. It's less content and more please don't forget I exist type of content. Then there's the sidekicks for level 2. They exist because of the bigger streamer, not because of their own content. A lot of streamers on level 2 can blow up quickly and fade away once the big streamer stops giving them platforms. Some elevate and become level 3. Level 3, Grinder. This level is where a lot of gamers and reactions channels are. How far can this mic go? Like this
right here, or this nigga, you see these guys right here? These are, you know, your reactors. They're level
I've
3.
seen some of these
These are
guys.
the people who are good enough to stay relevant, but not good enough to really, you know, I don't know, change Twitch or something, streaming. For aspiring streamers, this is the comfort zone. Not too famous to have people stalking or ruining your personal life, whether intentional or not, but also
Not me.
not too unknown to live comfortably. This level is what Twitch is about, or was about. Obviously, the upper
Yeah.
levels changed Twitch more recently, but this level is more chill in my opinion. This is like the ideal level I'd like to be at if I ever started streaming. Level 4, the entertainer. If you're in level 4, you're probably averaging in the thousands, maybe 10,000 plus viewers. That puts you well above nearly every other streamer. It's rare. Most streamers don't even hit 100. People here thrive on being characters more than anything, or very skilled at what they do. Whether it's games, music, IRL, politics, they know how to entertain. They get viewers for a reason. That's basically level 4 all the way up to level 7. Take the Poggers lane. Wait, quick history lesson. The Pogger community is just a group of big old school Twitch streamers who blew up off of gaming and built their own little ecosystem. Basically white people. And I think
The
Poggers
goats,
is like
low-key.
a Twitch slang for hype or something like that.
Them the goats, low key. Like Asmongold, he's a goat. I don't give a fuck. That nigga a goat. Playing with him.
Guys like Asmongold or Mizkit. He's basically the glue that holds his side of Twitch together. He co-founded OTK. If you want controversy and unfiltered opinions, you're watching a Sneeko or Destiny. If you want goon content, you've got DDG, a YouTuber who turned Twitch into another project of his. If you're into women who say nigga freely, you're watching Senna. This tier is also where most of the
She's
leaders,
black.
everyone except Kai, Duke, and Agent. Level 5, the star. If you're in level 5, congratulations. You're 1 in 10,000. Literally. Level 5 is basically the streaming lottery. Most people never even sniff this tier. There are household names within streaming. These are the streamers averaging 15k to 50k plus viewers or concurrent viewers consistently. We're talking the top 0.1 to 0.5% of the, you know, the elite tier. Gaming stars. These are the household names who built their careers on dominating games and turning it into mainstream recognition. Queso, he's the new school phenom. Massive viewership, proving
New
raw
school
gaming
phenom.
streams can still create stars in 2025.
This dude's name is K. Sit on me. Okay, sit still.
Then you have OGs like Tim the Tapman, Shroud, maybe Tfue. These are some of the most recognizable names in gaming streams. I'd even add Jinxie in the cut as well. On the political side, Hasanabi is the biggest political streamer in the world. He pulls tens of thousands of viewers daily just by talking about news, you know, breaking down everything. He's controversial and loved, but who isn't at this level? Then there's the popularity, personality-driven archetypes like Your Age or Bruce Drop 'em Off, who is polarizing, yes, hilarious, yes, but he has one of the most loyal fan bases in the game. If you want music-driven streams, you go to a Plackboy Max. Obviously, that's not all he does, but he's one of the few streamers actually trying to get taken serious in the music industry. I put Dante on this list as well. He's one of the best reactor streamers ever.
Dante's a goat.
Flight Reacts is the king of NBA reaction content.
Flight
or
is a
sports
goat as
content.
well.
He got popular for acting dumb. Valkyrie, I don't know much about her. I don't even watch her. And normally that would mean I shouldn't rank her, right? False. I'm a ranker anyway. She's level 5. Then there's Ludwig, who's part of the Pogger community. Ludwig is tricky because he's either level 5 or level 6. Before Kaisenat did his subathons and mafiathons and broke all these records, Ludwig held the Twitch
Yeah, it was
subscription record
Ludwig.
with the 31-day subathon in 2021. Ludwig, in my opinion, popularized the subathon format and became the biggest streamer in the world at one moment. You know what? Just because of that, he's level 6. Just because of that alone. Which brings us to level 6. Level 6, cultural shift. This tier is where the most famous streamers
goats.
ever are. XQC. He started as an Overwatch pro to one of Twitch's most watched and subscribed streamers. He's also popular for needing subtitles on streams every once in a while.
Guys, what's going on? You know what thing I said with some of you guys? I guess supposed to say the flights.
Nigga, you ain't funny. That's not true. Maybe you're just boring as and lame as hell. Cause only lame niggas say that shit.
You ain't
What?
funny, Pokemon. She has been the face
Bro.
of streaming for women for nearly a
Pokemon.
decade.
Boring as
Without
fuck.
Pokemon, half of today's women in streaming wouldn't even have the same lane. She made it normal to stream, I guess. I don't know. Hate it or love it, she's an icon for female streaming. Abai. If you're in the US thinking Abai who, just know he's famous in the Spanish-speaking streaming world. Man's at one point had 9.3 million peak concurrent viewers on Twitch, meaning 9 million viewers were watching him at the same time on one stream. If you still don't know him, you probably seen him in that viral speed meme when they both look at each other at the Ballon d'Or award ceremony. I think I said it right. Ninja. He took Fortnite from a popular game to a worldwide obsession. Well, not really him. There's obviously other people, but he was like the face for one point. Yeah,
Nigga.
with Drake broke Twitch records, got ESPN covers, late night.
Nigga, Fortnite was the bro. I don't even gotta tell y'all, bro.
interviews,
Fortnite
the
was
whole
everywhere,
thing.
bro.
Just being a streamer, that was not even heard of. Now he's obviously not pulling those, insane
Numbers
numbers
now.
like he did anymore, but that doesn't erase the blueprint
Yeah.
he left behind. He showed the world that streaming could cross into the mainstream.
And it
Level
did.
7, Icon. This is it, the final level. Level 7 is reserved for the
I
streamers who go beyond
see
numbers. When you
me.
hit level 7, you're not competing with other streamers anymore.
You're not.
competing with, rappers, athletes, YouTubers, celebrities in the context of fame. I'm talking people who never opened Twitch in their life. They know who you are.
Yep.
There are only 2 streamers I put on Icon. Kai
Me.
Cenat, he's the face of Twitch, no doubt. He turned
Me.
streaming into an event.
Put me
Stream
up
Dogs
there.
Became the biggest event in online content. When Kai goes live, it's almost like old television. Kai is the event host of the internet. He's the one who took a format that used to be sit and stream for hours and flipped it into improv TV. He has, of course, got hate for that. Some say he's selling out. Others complain he's making everything about big stunts instead of just chilling and gaming. Some of his peers accused him of view-botting, like XQC. He gets blamed, analyzed, but that comes with being the biggest name on the
Yep.
platform. Then there's Spade.
Me. That's where me at.
Too loud, too reckless, banned on Twitch, constantly in controversy. Example, 2 people left on Earth thing.
Say if we're the last 2 people on Earth and we had to reproduce to make the world continue, would you reproduce with me?
No, because that means our kids will have to intertwine and then their kids. No.
Who gonna stop me?
I will.
Who's gonna stop me?
But he transcended
Bro, that's
all that.
totally a
He
joke,
flipped over
huh?
to YouTube after he got banned. Used Ronaldo as a way to get
He got banned for that?
even more popular. Now he's a global name. Europe, South America, Asia, Africa, it doesn't matter where you go. Kids know who Speed is. Even adults. I think he even met presidents at one point. They flood his chat in languages he doesn't even speak. And part of that is because he's on YouTube. Everyone has YouTube on their phone, which means everyone has access to Speed. That accessibility took his chaos worldwide. That man has 40 million followers on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. That's over 100 million combined on social media. It's crazy. So yeah, that's the pyramid.
Hey, I'm on that icon status. You already know it, gang. Let's get this video up there, bro. I'm gonna get up out of here. Hope you have a great day. Please like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Peace. Alright, chat, bro. I'll be real with y'all niggas. I am hungry as fuck. I'm so hungry, bro. Bro, why is this person not calling me? Hold on, chat.